Well, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. This is Morning Moxie with Larisa. So, guess what? I think that even though I most days feel like I can do everything, my body viciously, cruelly reminds me that that is not quite an accurate statement. And some days I find that, I don't know, I have my couch potato days, and it's so I have to restrict myself. I say I cannot turn on the TV before 8 o'clock. That's my new thing to keep me out of trouble. But sometimes when I do turn on the TV, I try and make sure that I'm at least learning something. So it's not just my usual mindless escapism, because that's the only reason to watch TV, just to relax and unwind. I don't like to watch serious stuff. I don't like to watch sad stuff. But now and again, I'm trying to make sure that I am learning something, even if I'm sitting down. So maybe I'm reading a book or whatever. And that's really what I want to talk to you about. Not the achy, breaky body parts that are on strike right now, but the part about why it pays to stay in the know. And I don't know who said it, because I read this a long time ago, but the biggest investment you can make is in yourself. And I believe that's true, because no matter what happens in your life, I'll say, that's a sweeping statement, I know, but they can't take away your mind. Whatever, even if you have difficulties or whatever, what you've learned and what you know will always be yours to keep. And I hope that if I, ever have a serious streak of bad luck, I can rely on my mind to keep me going, because I want to feel like I'm always going to be able to use my mind. And so I do. That is the first reason, I suppose, or one big reason that you want to continue learning, is to keep that mind sharp, keep it growing, and expanding new grooves, as they say, in your brain. So I will say that recently I was taking my own advice and continuing my efforts toward lifelong learning. And in this particular case, I was reading an industry magazine. I am a real estate broker, and it was a magazine on it was from the Real Estate Association, and it was, some new ideas on marketing. And I was like, I can do that. So, new things to try, and different ways to mix it up. And the thing about it is like, it wasn't rocket science. And at the end of the day, maybe you just need a reminder about, this, that, and the other. And so maybe this video will be some reminders. And let's just start with the most basic. Again, the whole concept is you must stay in the know to continue to be successful. Doing what you've always done, in my mind, is the quickest way to becoming obsolete. If you have customers and clients, and as a business owner, one hopes that you do, customers demand a lot. They want to continuously be delighted. And if you haven't learned anything new or haven't expanded on what you offer, they're going to get bored and they're going to go somewhere else. So always continue your efforts to stay abreast of the trends. Number one, when I say the trends, I mean in your particular field, your industry, because when you know more, I feel like, number one, that makes you a better problem solver, right? Your approach becomes different. And when you are a better problem solver, ta-da, that could also be a new product or service, right? But that's you getting ahead of the process. That's not waiting until some crisis presents itself. That's waiting for you that is not waiting. That is you being proactive about finding out what's new, what's coming up, so that you can, number one, prepare yourself, but more importantly, help your clients prepare for what's around the corner. Because when you are serving your clients, ideally you are trying to improve their lives or improve their outcomes. And so in as much as you can get ahead of the game, that helps you keep your clients ahead of the game, right? So you cannot really rest on your laurels and just keep doing the same thing over and over, no matter how wonderful it is. You probably tweaked, polished, and shaped it into something magical, but at some point you're going to have to improve even that layer of wonderfulness to the next layer. And I also want to say that when you are, um, as you continue to learn, I feel like that helps you become a better person. And in addition to, first of all, what you're doing for your business, your learning, in my mind, helps you, it shapes who you are and how you see the world, if you will. But I think it also helps you with your creativity because I love reading about people who are innovative. Now, I've had some ideas that I did not bring to market timely. And when I see someone else, I'm going to say it's stolen my idea, but they've done what I already thought of, but I just didn't take any action. I'm like, oh, it's like those, what do you call it? Those stocks that I didn't buy. Again, I saw Netflix. I don't know if you saw my video that I did. I think it was last week, but on missed opportunities. And like I said, every time I see a Netflix stock price, I'm like, ugh. So anyway, innovation. I love innovation. And even if it's doing something that I should have done, but this person was braver, faster, stronger, whatever you want to call it, they got to market before I did, which isn't to say I couldn't do it, but you know, it's one that got away. So I hope that you will consider the benefits of staying in the know because, number one, your knowledge is something that you will keep. No one can take that from you. That's huge, I think. And that allows you to have a lot more choices. If something happens to one job or one business, then you take those brain cells and you apply them elsewhere. But learning and growing is wonderful for creativity and being a better problem solver in business and in personal. And you know, we all have problems, so we got to learn how to solve them. We have to learn how to solve them so that we're not losing stress, becoming more stressful. So take that energy with you, grow with it, and let that be your guidepost. I mean, sure, we all need a break. Take your breaks, but make sure that your schedule include some education, some reading, if you will, or if you can do audio, that's great. I know some people like to do audio while they're doing other things, but when I'm in the learning mode, I'm generally taking notes. So I like to have my journal handy because otherwise it's like, okay, I need a piece of paper and I write it on stuff and I don't always keep up with it. So I really prefer having my journal handy. So I have a go-to place where I can keep track of all the magic and I can go back and refer to my notes. Anyhow, anyway, in conclusion, staying in the know has multiple benefits. And so I want to encourage you to make that part of your daily practices when you are growing your business, as you are looking toward personal development, leadership, becoming more knowledgeable about the things that matter, which is your relationships and your business and your finances. There are just too many benefits that it's not, I will not excuse you. I will not release you from the responsibility of staying on top of things because it's for your own good. So anywho, anyway, I hope you have found some nuggets in today's Morning Moxie. If you haven't done so already, we do invite you to subscribe. We're happy to have you as part of the family. If you are a subscriber, thank you. You know we love to have you. And that will be Morning Moxie for today. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao.